MP, you're about to go off. We want to be enjoyable, incident free. If you are having an issue,
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Warriors. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's Minnesota, just way behind.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Big Dog is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Livingston. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Wiggins in at the 2. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Johnson is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Dillingham in at the 1 spot. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And as the conversations swirl around MP, one of those, of course, is how vocal MP has been about these rivalry games he plays in. His goal is to win each and every one of them.
Hats off to MP. I mean, he's fired up his team time and time again. Just outstanding thus far. You can tell just how much each of these rivalry games mean to him. And he can't get complacent, though. Those results to this point can be tarnished if they are not doing the job from an effort standpoint. They've got to win those 50-50 balls.
Here's Big Dog. Last time out, he had 38 points. Pass to Wiggins. Over Edwards. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Here's Livingston. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Pass to Big Dog. Back to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. From downtown. Cans it from downtown.
So competitive. Andrew Wiggins making something out of nothing with the clock running down.
Now McDaniels. Down low. And that one's good. Wagner
sees his man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Higgins outside. Pass to Big Dog. And Wagner over to help. Some nice passing by Golden State. Trains the three-pointer.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
McDaniels with the ball. Some solid defense from Ingram. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Big Dog. To the wing right side. Sohan. They get it again. Oh!
Goodness.
And that one is hammered home.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here is Edwards. The Warriors making the shot. Wagner has screen on Wiggins. And here's Edwards from the arc. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular. McDaniels making excellent use of the mid-range there.
Now here's Ingram. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. Pass to Big Dog. Edwards brings the double team. Here's Big Dog. He's defended by Wagner. And it's Ingram missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now here's McDaniels. Here's Wagner. Edwards finds McDaniel. Lays it up off the glass. McDaniels got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Zohan, the pass to Watkins, and he goes in for the dunk.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Timberwolves trail by 6. Wagner outside. Pass to Edwards. Driving in. That shot off. Wiggins with some nice D. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans. Ingram outside. And here's Wiggins. Here's Big Dog. Here's Livingston. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 9-point game. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Wiggins outside. Over Edwards. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And finished off by Wagner.
Well, the big man, Mo Wagner, getting to it. Nice finish.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Big Dog. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now Edwards. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dog's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside, here's Ingram. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. And it's sent back by Watkins. Ingram outside. Pass to Big Dog. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here is Edwards. Johnson outside. The 3. Offensive rebound. Wagner. Excellent D there from Watkins.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Out left to the wing. Livingston, the pass to Watkins. Drills it from outside. Big Dog's got 9 points. Minnesota with the ball. They trail by 9 points. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Wagner. For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by Big Dog.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Roberts is checked in for Mo Wagner. Alexander Walker comes in for Johnson. Austin Reeves is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Edwards. Then for the Warriors, Jokic, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Ingram. And Christian Brown subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's Reeves. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game to the left side wing. Reeves with the screen for Dillingham. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Here's Big Dog. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Alexander Walker finds Roberts. Dillingham with it. They set the pick. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dillingham's got 6.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Dog in the last matchup against the Pelicans was outstanding. He dropped in 38 points and was his usual self at the defensive end, too. A lot of block shots, something we're accustomed to. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
There's Big Dog following the three by Minnesota. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
There's 1:17 left in the first. Reeves with the screen on Jokic. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Warriors leading by 12. There's Big Dog, 13 points in the game. Jokic passes to Watkins. Over Reeves. And it's good once more. Nice make there from Watkins. 15 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Ball surveying the defense. The three. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dog's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Livingston. Out to the right wing. There's Big Dog, defended by Alexander Walker. Kept alive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And Roberts has it in the corner. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
We've got ball. Johnson is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Roberts in at the 5. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the game.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to Johnson. Reeves with it. Scoreless thus far. 5 to shoot. There's Ball with the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Here's Sohan. 9 points last game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver,
I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
He hits both from the stripe. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Sohan. He's guarded by Johnson. A nice shot by Sohan.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Minnesota with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Warriors leading by 15. Pass to Ingram. To the middle. Here's Watkins. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Big Dog's got 19 points.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort. Not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Ball with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Big Dogs.
And while we got a chance, get some numbers for Lonzo Ball. He's around 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
Well, certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Reeves outside. There's the screen. Pass to Roberts. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Hart. Sohan finds Hart. Here's Big Dog. Ingram outside. Here's Big Dog. He's got 19. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Big Dog's got 4 this quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
To the paint, here's Alexander Walker. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket of the night. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Here's Reeves. Still scoreless. Here's the screen. That 3 off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Ingram passes to Watkins. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Outside, Ball. Pass to Alexander Walker. Knocks it loose. Johnson in the corner. There's Ball with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Here's Sohan. Hits the three-point bomb. Sohan's got 8.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now, Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Outside ball. Reeves with the screen for ball. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. For 3, Ingram. Rebound by Roberts.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Alexander Walker. Some solid defense from Ingram.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Brown. Here's Watkins. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And the Timberwolves call timing. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. Andrew Wiggins, 3rd.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
Alexander Walker with the ball. 5 points in the game. They set the pick. They need this. Warriors with the rebound. Big Dog's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Pass to Hart. Here's Sims. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And here is McDaniels. He had 13 points in the win against Houston. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. Drops in the tray. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
You have to anticipate those quick release opportunities. Jaden McDaniels ready on the catch.
Higgins outside. Pass to Big Dog. Here's Hart. To the inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Warriors also with a sub. Livingston's checked in for Hart. Johnson, the pass to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. It's hauled in by Big Dog.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now Edwards. Up top, Wagner. Front pass the arc. And there's Edwards on the assist from Wagner. Edwards got his second basket.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Livingston. He had 10 points in the win against New Orleans. Johnson over to help. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Edwards. He's coming off a 31-point game against Houston. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there in the defense. The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Wagner passes to McDaniels. Wagner with a screen for McDaniel. They get the rebound.
Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not
So it's the Golden State Warriors riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey everybody, neither team at full strength tonight. Here's a look at the injury status.
What a blow to lose Julius Randle. Leaves a big hole in the lineup. Look, he's really developed his game. He's an Iron Man who can go for as many minutes as you need.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint. But when you're getting killed from long range, have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Seems highly unlikely, indeed. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Brandon Ingram. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Livingston. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Watkins in at the 5 down low. Warriors leading by 21. Pass to Wiggins. To the middle. Shots good by Big Dog. Big Dog's got 27.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Now Dillingham. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And that one falls for Dillingham. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dogs. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Livingston, the pass to Wiggins. Free throw line jump shot. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
From down in the low post, it goes. Wagner's got 8. Warriors leading by 20. Here's Livingston. 8 points for him. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Rebound by Johnson.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Over in the corner, Edwards. Kicks it out to Wagner. Nailed from three-point land. Wagner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Soham, the pass to Watkins. And here's Ingram from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got his second bucket.
And his team giving up a 3 at the other end when Ingram claps back.
Pass to Edwards. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. He takes it in. And a missed layup.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Here's Big Dog. He's got 27. Pass to Soham. Shot clock at 6. Golden State moving it around. Ingram passes to Watkins. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Christian Brown's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Timberwolves trail by 20. Dillingham with it. He's got 10. McDaniels in the post. He's covered by Ingram. Edwards inside. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Warriors leading by 20. And he lobs it up. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And a quick check now. The NBA's top rebounders. Take a look at Big Dog. No doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he makes that one. And so it's Minnesota with it. Wagner outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ingram passes to Livingston. Here's Watkins. Johnson over to help. Big Dog, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Edwards, that's good.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Livingston, the pass to Watkins. And Wagner over to help. For 3, Ingram. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Dillingham. He's got 10. Back to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
There's a level of creativity to Wagner's offensive game. Right now, it's propelling him into an outburst.
To the right side. Watkins passes to Livingston. Floats one. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And the first one drops. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Timberwolves trail by 19.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Big Dog. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
There is simply no substitute for what Jaden McDaniels gives you on the defensive end every night. This guy is elite.
And the Warriors making a change here. Hart's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Warriors leading by 19 points. Out to the right wing. Watkins passes to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. Good on the 3-point shot. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jokic has checked in for Golden State.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 15, Nikola Jokic.
Johnson against Jokic. There's Wagner with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. For Minnesota, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Ingram passes to Sohan. Pass to Jokic. There's Big Dog. He's guarded by Johnson.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Outside Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Timberwolves passing it around. Wagner a screen on Jokic. Johnson's shot is off. Warriors leading by 22. Sohan the pass to Brown. Right wing. Here's Watkins. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Out to Edwards. Sinks the triple. Edwards got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Just 5 to shoot, and that one's good. Ingram.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Wagner outside. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Shot, high post. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jokic. There's Big Dog. He's guarded by Johnson. Sohan with the ball. Tries again. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Sohan's got 12 points in the game.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Roberts is checked in for Mo Wagner. Alexander Walker comes in for Johnson. Austin Reeves is checked in for McDaniels. And Ball subbed in for Edwards. Wiggins is checked in for Golden State. Edwards comes in for Brandon Ingram. Timberwolves have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Inside, here's Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Sohan. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Dillingham. He's got 10. Alexander Walker finds Reeves. Just 4 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. The Warriors have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
2 shots. Sohan.
The free throw drops for Sohan. Big Dog is checked in for Jokic. Ingram comes in for Edwards. Wiggins is checked in for Christian Brown. And Livingston subbed in for Aaron Wiggins. Pass to Dillingham. Wiggins against Edwards. For three. Buries it from three-point range.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from three.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Wagner is out there with Johnson. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Watkins. Minnesota with the rebound. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Johnson. That's tipped, and so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. And here's Edwards from the arc.
And have to love that tenaciousness there by Wiggins. He has all the tools to be a great defender.
Here's Watkins, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Pass to Dillingham. Dillingham setting the screen for McDaniels. Misses the three.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Sohan looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Watkins. The Warriors shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Edwards against Wiggins to the paint. Here's Wagner. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
It's stolen by Johnson. And he banks in the layup.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Here's Ingram. A beautiful reverse layup. Ingram's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Dillingham with it. Up top, Edwards, covered by Wiggins. Edwards can't hit. So it's the Warriors now. Watkins passes to Livingston. Down low. Shot's good by Big Dog. Big Dog's got 37.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Cuts off the pass. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And yes, it's good. Edwards got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, in pick-and-roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Watkins passes to Ingram to the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Big Dog.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's Wagner. And it's blocked by Watkins. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Sohan. And the basket is good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now Dillingham. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.